Norm of the North is a 2016 animated film directed by Trevor. It's written by David R. Altier, Stephen M. Altier, and Malcolm T. Goldman. And we have a pretty great voice cast, including Rob Schneider, Heather Graham, Ken Jeong, Maya Kay, Colm Meaney, and many others. Really great voice cast, great voice acting, beautiful animation. I love the animation quality. The story is okay, the message is great. Norm as a character, I really, really loved. This is about a polar bear called Norm and 3 little lemmings who are absolutely adorable. And because their home is melting, they have to leave and they go to the city, they go to New York. And Norm can talk to humans, and I don't know how I feel about that. On the one hand, it definitely helped the narrative move forward. He was able to interact with different characters, particularly this little girl, and it did help the narrative move forward. Had he not been able to speak with humans, it would have had to have either taken a different direction, or they would have had to have found different ways for things to progress. So on the one hand, it does work, but at the same time, I don't know, I didn't necessarily love it as a concept. I didn't hate it, it wasn't a big deal, but just as something that I didn't absolutely love, talking to humans maybe didn't appeal to me as much as it might do to others, but I'm not that bothered about it. And while they're there, of course, they do meet humans, and Norm begins to learn why his home is melting and what's happening with the Arctic and the role that humans are playing. And obviously there are some really strong messages in this about human interfering with animals' habitats, and how our activities can really impact the animals. And this is not new information, of course, but for young children watching it, it might be the first time that they're becoming aware of this, and I think it addresses it really well without necessarily sounding too preachy. It doesn't feel like an hour and a half lecture, and I think particularly when you're educating young children, it's better to make it entertaining than preachy, and I think they did a really good job with that. Norm, as I said, was a delightful character. Norm is voiced by Rob Schneider, and I really loved him. I thought he was a really great protagonist, really enjoyed following the journey of Norm through his perspective, and of course the other characters are great as well. And as I said, the animation is beautiful, visually really great. We have a pretty nice soundtrack as well, so all things considered, it's not a bad film. The narrative maybe isn't the strongest throughout, but there's enough of a story there that I enjoyed it. We have a bit of comedy. It's not laugh out loud funny, but it's entertaining enough. And in general, I quite liked it. As a one-time watch, I thought Norm of the North was a decent experience. And if it sounds like something that might appeal to you, then I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. There are apparently, according to Wikipedia, 3 direct-to-video sequels: Norm of the North, Keys to the Kingdom, King Size Adventure, and Family Vacation. I haven't looked to see if they're on streaming anywhere. This was on Prime. I think I watched this on Amazon Prime. Don't quote me on that. Yes, I've just checked. It was on Amazon Prime. So if the other ones are there, I might give them a watch. And for now, I am happy to recommend Norm of the North. It's a pretty decent film.